'74 came a letter once more from a rider who stopped just at dawn. He carried the word that my brother had gone, and his family was murdered and torn. Their wagon lay wrecked, all the timbers were black. By the trail where the buffalo'd been, they were taken and slain by the Cheyenne attack. In the cold of the Kansas green, John and Lydia and little boy Steve were greeted with arrows and flame. Rebecca and Joe met their inn by the creek, and no one was spared from the shame. The ashes still rise in my mind, and my chest like smoke from a memory's dream. And the wind whispers names from the desolate west in the cold of the Kansas green. Oh, the blood still runs down through the prairie low, where the grass grows tall and lean, and the bones of the good lie scattered below in the cold of the Kansas green. What of the girls? Where did they go? Catherine, Nancy, and Soph. Adelaide too, taken far in the blue toward the land where no hope could elope. They were last seen near Fort Wallace, they say, in the clutches of warriors mean, and they vanished like dusk at the edge of the day in the cold of the Kansas green. Now I've saddled my mare and I've sharpened my blade, and I've loaded my colt and my rage with a shovel for graves and a heart full of hate. I'm riding from sorrow to stage. To Texas they've gone, or to ghost lands beyond, where the cries go unheard and unseen. I'll follow their trail through the silence and dawn in the cold of the Kansas green. Oh, the blood still runs down through the prairie low, where the grass grows tall and lean, and the bones of the good lie scattered below in the cold of the Kansas green. Some say revenge is a bitter man's thirst, but justice is carved from the pain. And when the wind cries through the cottonwood trees, it remembers the innocent slain. So I ride for the ones who were taken that day, for the screams that the silence redeemed, for my brother, his wife, and the children who prayed in the cold of the Kansas green. Yes, the blood still runs down through the prairie low, where the ghosts walk tall and lean, and the fire of grief burns steady and slow in the cold of the Kansas green. In the cold of the Kansas green. They got skylines out in Dallas, neon dreams in LA town. Chicago wakes before the dawn, and New York never settles down. But there's a place where the river bends, where time still moves with grace, where the stars shine clear as Sunday hymns, and love still knows its place. In the gateway to the south, we don't need towers to touch the sky. Our dreams rise up from faith and work, and a flag that still waves high. We measure wealth by who we help, and pride by how we stand. Yeah, the gateway to the south, you're the heart of this great land. They chase the news in Washington and the fame out in LA, but here a handshake seals a deal, and our word still means what we say. There's music down on Franklin Street, and kindness in our tone, where strangers find a family, and no one stands alone. In the gateway to the south, we don't need towers to touch the sky. Our roots run deep as the old oak stands, and our faith will never die. We measure time by the friends we keep, and love that don't need fame. Yeah, the gateway to the south, the world should know your name. So let the bright towns chase their glory, let the city lights compete. I'll take a porch light glowing warm, and peace beneath my feet, where courage wears a neighbor's face, and hope still rings like chimes. I'll wait beside the rails of grace. It's bound for Clarksville one last time. In the gateway to the south, where hearts are strong and dreams don't fade, where faith still lights the way, we measure hope by how we love, and grace by how we climb. And when that whistle calls my name, I'll wait beside the rails of grace. It's bound for Clarksville one last time. One last time. Oh, one last time. Raise that flag and let it shine. From the hills to the heart divine, it's bound for Clarksville one last time. Don't bury me, don't bury me, don't bury me underneath the persimmon tree. Don't bury me underneath the persimmon tree. I don't want no possums eating on top of me. Don't bury me all alone on the lone prairie. Don't bury me all alone on the lone prairie. I don't want no buffalo wallowing on top of me. Don't bury me in the deep of the cold dark sea. Don't bury me in the deep of the cold dark sea. I don't want no shark swimming on top of me. Please bury me someplace where the songbirds free. Please bury
bury me someplace where the songbirds free. I want you to hear the songs they strewn me. Please, please bury me somewhere here in Tennessee. Please bury me somewhere here in Tennessee. If I don't get to heaven, that's where I wanna be. If I don't get to heaven, that's where I wanna be.
She packed her bags for college town. Mama cried while Daddy frowned. Bible on the dresser crossed round her neck said, don't forget who you are, don't forget. First taste of freedom, first glass of wine, first time hearing words like a redesign. The world looked bigger than that hometown sky, and family faith forgotten in the by and by. But Daddy still loves her, come what may. Though the things she says sometimes takes his breath away. She talks about the world he don't understand, but he'll always see that little girl holding his hand. Yeah, the world can change and hearts can stray, but Daddy still loves her anyway. Thanksgiving night, the table set. She's quoting authors he's never met, talking about the system, about reform, while Daddy just prays she will weather the storm. And he don't raise his voice, he don't shout, just listens close, tries to work it out. She rolls her eyes, says he's old school, but deep down she knows he's nobody's fool. 'Cause Daddy still loves her, come what may. Though the things she says can take his breath away. She's got fire in her eyes, he's got calloused hands, two hearts holding fast in shifting sands. Yeah, yeah, the world can spin and values sway, but Daddy still loves her anyway. He remembers bedtime prayers, her laughter on the stairs, the night she broke her arm and cried. Now she's grown and finding truth, but he still sees that fearless youth with ribbons in her hair and countryside. Daddy still loves her, come what may. Though she's changed in every kind of way, he'll be there when the world lets her down, with open arms in that same old town. 'Cause time can turn and hearts can stray, but Daddy still loves her anyway. Yeah, no matter how far she drifts away, Daddy still loves her anyway.
Some people say they never had a chance, but the truth is some of us were raised by love, so fierce, so stubborn, it felt like heaven and hell in the same room. Not perfect love, just a mama who never stopped fighting for the kind of man she believed I could be. And I wonder sometimes if they'd had my mama, would they have ever felt the need to go so wrong?
had my mama, you wouldn't be out breaking lies. You'd be sitting at her table, saying grace before the pie. She'd slap the dirt right off your pride and scrub the hate you wore. If you'd had my mama, you'd know you're worth fighting for. If you'd had my mama, you wouldn't raise your voice. She'd make you face yourself dead on and reckon with your choice. No hiding behind anger, no running wild and blind. If you'd had my mama, you'd learn what's in your spine. She poured her soul into my bones, kept me steady through the storms, loved me when I shattered, held me when I mourned. Some folks never felt that fire, that fierce and tender care. If you'd had my mama, you'd know God answers prayer. Some boys never got a hug, just a bottle or a bell, and every scar they're working through is pain they never dealt. But they're still somebody's baby, lost somewhere in the night. If you'd had my mama, you'd learn to choose the light. No mama's ever perfect, but she loves you while you bleed. And every mama's trying, planning what she hopes will lead. For every child that's broken, in the quiet or the flood, somebody's mama prayed they be washed in the blood. So I'll thank God forever for the woman who held on, for the prayer she whispered in the night, till every fear was gone. Not one breath of mine is lonely, 'cause grace is in my blood. If you'd had my mama, you know what deep love does.
Down a country road, past palmetto and pine, stood a little white church I remember in my mind. My daddy was the preacher there when I was just a child. Mama played piano with her beautiful smile, and the walls shook soft when the saints cried in praise. The Sunday band played loud with hands in glory raised, and the love in that room made you feel right at home, where the altar was open and no one prayed along. Take me back to that little white church, where the band played strong and the Spirit made us whole,
and the altar was always open for a trembling soul, where hearts found healing and burdens seemed small,
And grace through us all. Miss Edna brought pies, and Brother Allison prayed, and the deacons all helped when a roof had to be laid. Now some of those faces have left and faded from view, but their songs and their prayers still carry me through.
They've traded their pews for a mansion above, surrounded by mercy and infinite love. And I know they'll be waiting when my race is run
At the gates of that city, when my journey's done, take me back to that little white church where the band played strong and the Spirit made us whole. And the altar was always open for a trembling soul, where hearts found healing and burdens seemed small. And grace like a river flowed through us all. And grace like a river flowed through us all. It wasn't the steeple or the walls of white, but the love that made each Sunday bright. We learned to pray, to sing, to forgive. And Jesus, sweet Jesus, showed us the way to live. That little white church on the edge of town, where heaven touched earth and love was found. They'd shout and sing and sometimes cry, and I still feel it when I close my eyes. Though I've moved on and traveled far, that little white church still tugs at my heart. That little white church still lives in my heart. Lives in my heart.
just as I am, without one plea.
O Lamb of God, I come, I come. The old pawnbroker gazed over his glasses as I slowly walked through the door. His eyes held no question at my hesitation. You could tell he had seen it before. How much could you give as I reached in my pocket and pulled out an old diamond ring. The diamond still glistened while he carefully listened when I asked him how much it would bring. The old ring belonged in my family for years, my mother's mother on down. My mom's last request before they laid her to rest was this ring be passed to me now. But as you can see, I'm in the hard times, and now I must let it go. So name me a price and save your advice. Regrets come later, I know. How much for a memory? Look it over and tell. I'm down on my luck and I need a few bucks. I've got a memory for sale. The old pawnbroker slowly raised his head. He knew my position quite well. The ring you should keep, but come back next week. That is, if you still wanna sell. The old man watched as I walked away. He knew I would never return. That diamond ring was a precious thing, and he knew with time I would learn how much for a memory. Look it over and tell. Memories stay, hard times fade away. Some things you just shouldn't sell. There are treasures in life no money can buy, and value the heart understands. When love leaves a mark, it lives in the spark of something held in your hands. How much for a memory? Look it over and tell. Memories stay, hard times fade away. Some things you just shouldn't sell. Memories stay, hard times fade away. Some things you just shouldn't sell. Something.
Because of the Lord's great love we are not consumed, for his compassions never fail. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. Lamentations 3:22-23. Each new day arrives with a fresh supply of God's mercy. Yesterday's failures don't define today's possibilities.
Welcome to our tasty Thanksgiving food trivia, where your knowledge meets cranberry sauce and competition. Tonight, we're diving into delicious dishes, savory sides, and sweet traditions from the Thanksgiving table. You'll face 15 questions, each with 4 answer choices. Only one is correct, so choose wisely. The quicker you answer, the more points you earn. Speed and smarts both matter here. To play, comment the number of your answer choice or type the full answer, easy as pie. Remember, 15 questions, 4 options, 1 correct. Answer fast by number or full answer. Let's feast. Question 1. What's the most common main dish at Thanksgiving dinner? Is it 1, turkey, 2, ham, 3, duck, or 4, chicken? Type the number or full answer. Let's see your best guess. Think about what's usually carved at the center of the table. Fun fact, Americans eat over 45 million of these each year. Thanksgiving dates back to 1621. Food has always brought people together. Correct answer, turkey, classic Thanksgiving table favorite. 2 of 2 players got it right. Shout out to Sharon, Melinda, great job. Question 2. Which red fruit sauce goes best with turkey? 1. Strawberry jelly. 2. Raspberry jam. 3. Cranberry sauce. 4. Applesauce. Think of tart, sweet, and jiggly, served in slices sometimes. Pick your answer now. Don't second guess your holiday instincts. Cranberries bounce when ripe. Farmers use that to test freshness. Correct answer, cranberry sauce, tangy holiday classic. 2 of 2 players answered correctly. Well done Sharon, Melinda, cranberry champions. Question 3. Which pie is linked most with Thanksgiving tradition? 1. Pumpkin. 2. Pecan. 3. Cherry. 4. Apple. Delicious choices. Think cozy spices, autumn flavors. What's your ultimate holiday dessert? Lock in your answer. Let's see who's feeling festive. Pecan pie dates back to 19th century southern United States traditions. Correct answer, pumpkin pie, Thanksgiving's classic favorite. 1 of 2 players answered correctly. Nice job, Sharon Kittner, Pie Pro. Question 4. Which dish uses bread, broth, herbs, turkey's companion? 1. Stuffing. 2. Mashed potatoes. 3. Gravy. 4. Cornbread. Tough choice. Think savory, warm, and holiday scented. What's your gut say? Time to lock in your answers now. Did you know? Cornbread dates back to Native American cuisine traditions. Correct answer, stuffing, savory, Herbie holiday favorite. 2 of 2 players answered correctly. Sharon Kittner, Melinda McKinnon Weens, nailed it. Question 5. Which veggie casserole gets crispy fried onion topping? 1. Sweet potato. 2. Mac and cheese. 3. Green bean. 4. Broccoli. Picture grandma's table, golden onions, bubbling casserole. What's your pick? Lock in those answers now, foodies. Green bean casserole was first popularized in 1955 by Campbell's Soup. Correct answer, green bean casserole, crispy, creamy classic. 1 of 1 players answered correctly. Shout out to Sharon Kittner, great job. Question 6. Which side dish came from Campbell's in 1955? 1. Stuffing. 2. Green bean casserole. 3. Cranberry sauce. 4. Cornbread stuffing. Mid-century kitchens were creative, think retro recipes and canned convenience. Time to lock in those tasty guesses now. Campbell's created the dish for a recipe label back in 1955. Correct answer, green bean casserole, comfort food classic. 1 of 1 players guessed right. Well done, Sharon Kittner, nice work. Question 7. Which nut stars in a Southern Thanksgiving pie? 1. Walnuts. 2. Pecans. 3. Cashews. 4. Almonds. Sweet, nutty, and baked to perfection. Sounds delicious, right? Make your pick now, pie lovers. Pecan pie dates back to late 1800s southern United States traditions. Correct answer, pecans, southern pie perfection. 1 of 1 players answered correctly. Sharon Kittner nailed it, great job. Question 8. Which orange veggie gets sweet, fluffy, and festive? 1. Turnips. 2. Sweet potatoes. 3. Squash. 4. Carrots. Brown sugar or marshmallows? Now that's holiday magic. Lock in your answers, food fans. Sweet vegetables are often featured in traditional holiday side dishes. Correct answer, sweet potatoes, delicious and classic. 1 of 1 players got it. Sharon Kittner answered correctly, well done. Question 9. Which creamy dish uses potatoes, butter, and milk? 1. Scalloped. 2. Roasted. 3. Potato salad. 4. Mashed. Comfort food lovers, this one's for you. Dig in. Potatoes were first domesticated in Peru over 7,000 years ago. Correct answer, mashed potatoes, creamy, classic comfort. One players answered correctly. Shout out to 𝐂𝐸𝐴𝐻, nailed it. Question 10. Which dish layers cornmeal and corn kernels? 1. Creamed corn. 2. Cornbread. 3. Corn souffle. 4. Corn pudding. Golden, sweet, and savory, corn takes center stage tonight. Corn is grown on every continent except Antarctica. Pretty amazing, right? Correct answer, corn pudding, warm, delicious tradition. One players answered correctly. Well done, 𝐂𝐸𝐴𝐻, great job. Question 11. What food likely wasn't at 1621 Thanksgiving? 1. Venison. 2. Turkey. 3. Pumpkin pie. 4. Cranberry sauce. Imagine no pie. What a different feast that would have been. Wild turkeys can run up to 20 miles per hour, fast birds. Correct answer, pumpkin pie, sweet, but missing. 0 players answered correctly. No correct answers this time, unfortunately. Question 12. Which bread is traditional at native Thanksgiving celebrations? 1. Waffles. 2. Fry bread. 3. Cornbread. 4. Biscuits. So many delicious choices. What's your tasty Thanksgiving bread pick? Corn was a staple crop for many Native American tribes, essential. Correct answer, fry bread, crispy, golden, and traditional. 0 players got it. No correct answers this round, folks. Question 13. Which fruit was mixed with meat for jerky? 1. Strawberries. 2. Raspberries. 3. Cranberries. 4. Blueberries. Tough one, imagine fruity jerky. Lock in your answers now. Native Americans called this meat-fruit mix pemmican a survival superfood. Correct answer, cranberries, tart, tasty, and traditional. 1 of 1 players answered correctly. Well done, Sharon Kittner, great job. Question 14. What spice stars in pumpkin pie seasoning? 1. Vanilla. 2. Nutmeg. 3. Cloves. 4. Cinnamon. Smells like fall already. Lock in your answers now. Pumpkin pie spice often includes nutmeg, cloves, ginger, and allspice too. Correct answer, cinnamon, warm, sweet, and classic. 0 of 1 players answered correctly. No worries, next question, fresh start. Final question. Which drink flowed at the first Thanksgiving feast? 1. Wine. 2. Water. 3. Cider. 4. Beer. Think like a pilgrim, lock in your answers now. Pilgrims often avoided water. Contaminated sources made other drinks safer. Correct answer, beer. Cheers to colonial choices. 0 of 1 players answered correctly. No one got it this time. And that's a wrap on today's trivia challenge. Sharon Kittner takes the crown, 11 correct. Melinda McKinnon-Ween scored 3, great effort. Thanks for playing, everyone. See you next time.